10 future first-time WWE Tag Team Champions. Number 10. Sanity. Sanity have finally debuted on the main roster after weeks of hype, and they have brought the chaos with immediate effect that should lead to some strong booking moving forwards. The group are incredibly talented, with all three men bringing something totally different to the table, and even though Nikki Cross did help make them better, they're still a strong unit without her. The group managed to capture the tag team titles in NXT, and there's no doubt they'll do the same on the main roster with a feud between them and the Bludgeon Brothers, potentially being something that fans are excited to see. Number 9. Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. It seems like Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler were destined to challenge for the tag team titles when they aligned with each other after WrestleMania, but so far, tag team glory doesn't seem to be on their minds. Right now, Dolph Ziggler is enjoying single success while McIntyre works as his muscle, but the Scotsman is slowly gaining everyone's attention because of how talented he is, and together they are proving to be incredibly entertaining heel act. Both men are out to prove something, and they complement each other in the ring and on the microphone, while both offering something totally unique to the other. That blend is often hard to find, yet WWE has managed to nail it straight away, and it would not be a surprise to see them earn major success in the tag team division in the near future. Number 8. B-Team. They're the current number 1 contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championships, and therefore there's a distinct possibility that they could very well be the next tag team champions, but only time will tell on that front. WWE has caught lightning in a bottle when it comes to the B-Team because both men are very talented and are eager to prove that they've been underutilized by the company during their time together. Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel were great as a mistourage, but now they're able to show their own personalities and pick up some victories. Rather than just being jobbers, they have won over the WWE Universe by doing so. They might not get a likely run as champions, but they certainly deserve a spell with the titles. Number 7. Young Bucks. That's right, Matt and Nick Jackson will one day be the WWE Tag Team Champions. It is going to happen whether you believe it or not. Even though they're doing incredibly well for themselves elsewhere, there's an interest from the Young Bucks, and you would be a fool to think WWE doesn't feel the same way. The Young Bucks are one of the best tag teams on the planet and two of the most popular wrestlers around right now, so WWE would be foolish to not bring them in at some stage in the future, and even though it might be further down the line than people want, eventually it will happen. While some people will be apprehensive to see the Young Bucks in WWE, with many thinking the company will bury them, you need to look how AJ Styles has been treated to see that won't be the case. Talent rises to the top, and considering how skilled the brothers are, it's not even a question that they would pick up the gold if they sign with the company. Number 6. Moustache Mountain. The brand new NXT Tag Team Champions have proven how talented they are whenever WWE has given them a shot. Whether that's as singles wrestlers or as a tag team, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven are brilliant. Together they ooze charisma and personality that blends so perfectly and is easy for the WWE Universe to get behind, which is something that the company is always looking out for. Alongside Pete Dunne, Moustache Mountain have been the most featured members of the WWE UK division, and when it comes to the company moving people to the main roster, they will be at the top of the discussions, and when that eventually happens, they will no doubt gain major success. Number 5. Undisputed Era. WWE has something truly special on its hands when it comes to the Undisputed Era, a group that can easily work as heels or faces because they are that talented and have already had massive success in terms of hardware in the company. All 4 members of the group are brilliant in the ring, but also more than confident on the microphone, with unique personalities that come together and create magic every time they appear on TV. The group is incredibly cool, with some major NWO comparisons already being given to them, which is no surprise. Whenever they arrive on the main roster, they'll take it by storm, and in doing so, will pick up plenty of gold along the way. Number 4. Heavy Machinery. At the moment, Heavy Machinery are stuck just below the title picture in NXT, but there's no doubt that they are eventually going to smash that glass ceiling because both men are too talented not to achieve more than they already are doing. They bring a smash mouth approach to the ring, which is great to see, and even though they're both strong, powerful wrestlers, they can move incredibly quickly, which means they'll work well in any given situation against any opponent. WWE gave Tucker Knight a shot at the Greatest Royal Rumble, which proves the company has their eyes on the duo when you consider how well they balance humor and serious wrestling. Just like New Day, they seem a perfect hit for the main roster environment and are certainly a team people should have an eye on. Number 3. Coffey Brothers. While everyone might be focusing on Moustache Mountain right now, as far as the UK's top tag team is concerned, the duo of Mark and Joe Coffey is not one to sleep on. Around the UK independent scene, the Coffey Brothers have dominated everyone on their way with their hybrid style that blends power and pace, along with their incredibly confident attitudes, which makes them well suited to be top heels in any company. They may have only just arrived in WWE, but they are a team that the world should be watching because knowing how good they can be, the future is incredibly bright for them should they be able to make things work in a WWE environment. Number 2. War Raiders. NXT's newest top tag team are two of the most talented big guys on the planet and can do things that very few heavyweights could even dream of doing, with their matches often leaving crowds stunned at what they can do. If you ever saw the War Raiders compete for Ring of Honor, then you will know only too well how good they can be and why they'll eventually become the main roster champions, because they'll simply smash their way to that position whether people want it or not. Expect them to dominate NXT until at least WrestleMania time, likely becoming champions, before they eventually become tag team champions on the main roster when they bring a style that has never been seen before to either Raw or SmackDown. Number 1. Authors of Pain. You might not have known much about the Authors of Pain if you only watch the main roster. They are yet to be given a real chance to shine, but if you watch NXT, then you will know only too well how good this young tag team are. They might have been a little green when they first started out in WWE, but they quickly got to the grips with the business and went on to dominate everything, having classic matches with the likes of Sanity and DIY. They are true old school big men who simply smash everyone in their way, and it's incredibly entertaining to watch. Their silent approach, allowing the wrestling to do the talking, is very effective, and once they finally get going on the main roster, they should quickly work their way to tag team glory.